So I'd love for you to talk about what are some of the data points that people's bodies are telling them that are people out there aren't being trained to understand.
Are you pooping? How is your poop? I've never talked about poop and pee so much.
Hey everybody, welcome to today's Autoimmune Table Talk, and today we have a very hot topic and a very special guest. How do you end elimination diet hell? And what the heck is functional nutrition? I am Meg UMD, functional and holistic medicine physician, and the creator of the Transform Protocol and the program Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, make sure you click the link above or below this video and join our Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally, where we go live almost every single week. And we have tons of bonus trainings and interviews that are in the group that you don't want to miss. If you're following us on YouTube right now, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. That'll be awesome. I am a scientist. Allie is a scientist. Okay. And so this isn't just believe us, which is data is king. I am a medical doctor who's learned a lot of functional medicine, natural medicine to marry the two, right? And so data is king. How do we use data in our program to personalize these solutions? And I always tell people, I'm going to talk about the food mapping side of this. This is just speaking about food, not even all the other components of our program. In food, yes, we have a blood test that we do to actually really accurately pinpoint what is actually triggering your symptoms, okay? And that took decades to figure out which tests, because there's tons of shitty tests out there. And honestly, a ton of people who have no clue how these test results are also different for people with autoimmunity, because people with autoimmunity have a hypertriggered or an exhausted immune system, and that can impact on these results. So there's tons of false positives and negatives in this population. This is why going to a doctor, going to a mail order, and just ordering a food test and calling it good is going to fail, because it doesn't work. So for me, the right test really matters. And number two, the right practitioner that has had this experience, who's able to train you how to understand what's a false positive and what's false negative, then you have real actionable data, is king. So that's the blood work, and that's the medical side of it, right? But I want to actually point to, this is where nutrition is really coming in. What's the second set of data points? It's from you. It's from your body. What is your body telling you? This is just as important of a data point that influences how we deal with the hard medical data. So I'd love for you to talk about what are some of the data points that people's bodies are telling them that are people out there aren't being trained to understand.
Well, so we talk about it as the non-negotiables. So I mentioned diet. So removing anything that's causing inflammation. They're the basics: sugar, gluten, dairy, alcohol. These are things that are causing inflammation. Remove them. But then you have to look at, are you pooping? How is your poop? I've never talked about poop and pee so much when I got into this.
Data, though.
Every day. I want to know about your poop.
Poop and pee is giving you data every day.
Every day. The quality, the color, the frequency. How did it feel? Did it come out nicely? Was it clean on the paper? Like, we want to know these things.
Was it glorious?
You feel like, okay, that was good, or I don't think I was done. It wasn't.
Allie, we had the funniest conversation last night in one of the masterminds where I said the goal for us is, for people in the program, is 1 bowel movement every day. The men are looking at me like, I don't know what she's talking about. And the women are like, because men don't have that problem. Men is like, I go every time I go to the bathroom 4 times
Maggie,
a day.
1 to 3. 1 to 3. Not even just once, but you could go 3 times, and that would be yay.
And so there's like a big hormonal and sexual differences in bowel movements as well. And there are specific problems men get more and women get more as well. These are data points, right? So I love the fact that not only you get this medical data, but even digestion wise, right? I actually, in our digestion module, go through what are the different stages of digestion and what would be the symptoms and how they would manifest in you. And how after this training, you can already pinpoint what the most likely digestion problem you have and why it matters.
Yeah.
And how many people are in our programs right now, and alumni can even speak to how much digestion has been a game changer for them. And that is data. It's not just everybody with digestion problems You all have to do this. No, it's like you all have to learn what the steps are and know which one applies to you based on your symptoms, and then how to troubleshoot through that. And which is why one of the things I tell people is, if we do our job right, which we always do, at the end of this, you're going to learn how to think like us, so that you don't have to go begging someone for the rest of your life for an answer. You're going to know how to figure out answers no matter what the problem is for the rest of your life. This is an educational program to learn skill sets only a master level practitioner like me or Ali would have.
It's very
So
empowering.
you can think like us. So
Yeah.
that even just in digestion, there's a lot of data points your body's giving you, right?
Yes, absolutely. So you're looking at that. You're also looking at your sleep. Are you sleeping?
Right.
Are you waking up in the middle of the night? Are you having trouble falling asleep? Are you falling asleep in the middle of the day? These are all things. Are you dragging when you have to wake up in the morning? These are all things that are giving us data about what's going on in there. Even before we do a test, we can know, okay, there's probably an adrenal issue here going on. There's probably a blood sugar thing going on here.
Well, hell yeah.
And then we use the data to back up to confirm what we already are hypothesizing based on what we're learning about you, but what your body is telling you. Your body's always going to tell you. You just have to pay attention. Well, it's not normal to be exhausted all the time, even though everybody is.
Well, here's the other thing. You just mentioned it. When we talk about sleep as a data point, these are where the other components of our program is going to be king, and it comes in. And blood sugar module, what are the data points your body's giving you about the blood sugar status of what's going on? What about your ovarian hormones, men, and your testicular hormones, men and women? How do your data from your hormone profile fix the sleep problem, and what nutritional problem is causing it, right? Adrenals and cortisols. What is your data telling you? What is your sleep pattern telling you? And then how do we fix that? How do we put it together? So we're weaving in with just the symptom of sleep alone, a ton of data that is medical data, but then there's a ton of physical data that's adding to this that we pull in together to form a personalized solution. Booyah. So that is the integration and the use of the data. And I love that. And people think it's just labs. What labs do I need to get? And I'm just like, you're really missing 50% of this whole picture, which is what your body is telling you.